Tesla have just applied for a grant, an extension to the factory in Germany. People are saying that Tesla is getting unfair treatment from politicians in Germany. Environmentalists are saying Tesla are using too much water, but they're not concerned about the mine down the road using 141 times more water and damaging the environment. However, Tesla's move does seem kind of surprising. I mean, these numbers are massive. If Tesla does produce the amount of cars they're applying to produce, it would become the highest producing car factory in the world. Or should I say, second highest, possibly to Shanghai. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Sam Evans. I'm coming to you from Bangkok in Thailand. If you'd like to get any merchandise, we have a whole bunch of new items, new gear in the store. I'll put a link in the description. Check it out. We make it 10% on everything sold. All profits made go directly into the cancer fund for my wife, who is currently going through stage 4 cancer treatments right now. Tesla has submitted an application for the expansion of its plant in Grünheide in Brandenburg, Germany, to the State Office for the Environment. Tesla says it primarily concerns changes to the existing plant to further ramp up production. So it does look like a whole lot is needed for Tesla to hit these numbers, which seems staggering. I don't know how this is possible, but Tesla's efficiency rates have drastically improved. Their ability to produce a lot more cars on the same production line has drastically changed over the past 12 months. Tesla has confirmed this to the German press. It is the first application for a partial permit, but not the last. Permits upon permits are needed in Europe. According to a spokesperson at the State Office, Tesla wants to expand production capacity from the current 500,000. I mean, they're not producing 500,000 cars right now in Germany, nowhere near. But they're saying they're on the way. But they want to change the way they do it now so that they can actually produce 1 million based on the capacity factor at the plant. Figures that were already previously leaked said 500,000. Now they're saying 1 million based on the actual application details. Tesla would build the production facilities required on the existing plant site, more than likely using some of the new Chinese labor that they brought into Fremont factory to increase the capacity there. But it's not just Chinese labor, it's also their expertise. They've worked on doing the same thing at Shanghai, getting a lot more production from the exact same production lines in order to basically be much more efficient, make cars at a much lower price. That's the whole idea. Be able to sell them at a lower price. Now, people in China are saying, analysts are saying, Tesla has to reduce their prices even more in China, otherwise they won't be able to compete. Is that really true? Well, Tesla had more registrations last week in China than any other week that I've seen in, at least 6 months for that 1 week. So whether or not that's actually really true, or it's just analysts being sensational, well, you tell me, what do you think? Now, Tesla is saying it has optimized planning and production processes in such a way that the previously used and contractually agreed quantities of fresh water are sufficient for this expansion. They're saying they've got all the water they need that they're using right now that is sufficient for building 1 million cars per year. I don't know how this is possible. Seems crazy, but well done to them if that is true. That's fantastic. Well, here's the thing though. Instead of fresh water, Tesla wants to treat and reuse wastewater generated during production. In other words, the manufacturer estimates that it can guarantee a doubling of production capacity with the same water consumption because it's going to be reusing and treating water that's already being used now. Other applications for partial permits, such as for new buildings, apparently are coming soon as well. Those new buildings, it's speculated on, will be for cathode production, anode production, for battery production. The application for the plant expansion comes as obviously no surprise to anyone. In November of 2022, it was clear from the 2023 budget that Tesla wanted to submit an application for the expansion of the factory in Grünheide before the end of the year. And the whole idea here was to go from 500,000 cars per year to 1 million. At the moment, Tesla is dominating the electric car sales charts in Europe. It's number 1 by a mile in Germany, number 1 in France, number 1 in the UK, number 1 in Norway. There's a few countries where it's not number 1, but most countries they're in first place. And in most places, we're seeing more sales of Tesla vehicles. In fact, almost all places, we're seeing more sales of Tesla vehicles whereas the competition are really kind of struggling a little bit. How are they going to feel about that? Well, Germany's concerned. They're definitely very concerned about this situation. Their plan is not necessarily to stop Tesla. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but they say it's not. Their plan, though, is to actually try to stop the internal combustion engine ban in 2035. So Germany and Italy, Poland, a few other countries that make gasoline-powered cars, they're opposing the 2035 bans. And, Spain has said that they're pretty angry about this. The CEO of Volvo is very disappointed about this. He thinks that the ban in 2035 is the right thing to do. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now, according to a report in the German media, the expansion of the factory involves 70 hectares. That's a lot of size. I mean, that's about 200 acres. That's about 280 acres, which is north of the site. The current development plan still covers the clearing. Tesla would have to reapply for the expansion of the factory itself. They would, I think, from what I can see from looking at the images, actually have to remove some trees, but it just wouldn't be very many. The expansion plans are thriving at a time when Tesla is still in a ramp-up phase. I mean, they're coming at a time when Tesla still is ramping production. They're a long way away from hitting 500,000, let alone 1 million cars per year. I'm going to guess they're probably going to be hoping to get there in, say, 2 years' time. According to German news agency DPA, Tesla currently produces 4,000 cars a week. Other reports have said it's hit 5,000 now per week. So around 260,000 cars per year. I'm going to guess they'll probably produce about that many this year at the factory in Germany. And the workforce comprises around 10,000 employees and will reach 12,000 after the first expansion phase. That's one of the good things. This would make this one of the biggest employers of staff in Germany. This is something that Germany desperately needs because they will lose a lot of their automotive industry because they're just simply unprepared to manufacture EVs at scale at a cost where they can make money from selling them. I mean, it's not even just about manufacturing the cars themselves, it's actually manufacturing them efficiently. The industry, there isn't probably a single production line efficiently making EVs outside of Tesla's factories in Germany right now. That's the reality. Even if you love those brands, even if you went and bought an ID4 or an ID3, that's a good car, they're not being produced efficiently. The CEOs themselves have said this. Ford has said this about their factories in America. Herbert Diess has said this about Volkswagen's factories in Germany. I mean, there's no one really efficiently making them, and that's why they don't make a profit, even on highly priced cars. So they've got to go from that to making EVs efficiently. And I just don't see anyone on the cusp of doing that right now. Could they in the future with new factories, new production lines? Absolutely, 100% they could. Now, these expansion plans are not the same as the plans announced in September of 2022 for a new logistics center. That's other stuff that's happening at Tesla in Germany. And that will actually include a freight station that will be built outside the existing site on about 100 hectares of land to the east. Tesla has initiated the latter expansion process in May of 2022, and at that time Tesla applied to initiate a development plan procedure for those 100 hectares. Now, this freight logistics center would be very interesting. It's like Tesla's trying to move away from just building the cars and then having other companies ship them out. I think Tesla wants to ship their cars themselves using Tesla semis all around Europe. That would help them save money and would be a good marketing tool. I think that's where they're going. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.